our nerd underlings, we kept our promise. We came back.
as we usually do for the most part. I think we're pretty good on that. We got a good track record, right? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Let's just say we do.
yeah, yeah. It's fine. It's fine.
But said earlier, we got to talk about something. And guys, as a society, as a people, a little disappointed in about 17 million guys.
It's so sad.
Yeah. We got
Like,
what's that?
I, I, mm, I just don't know. I don't. So many people fell for someone being a troll for the trolling the NBA, and
In the mailroom.
dude, like
We got a real
just one person shook the NBA world because they made something that looked. Don't get me wrong, it looked very, very good. But anyone that has some form of common sense and or critical thinking could be like, no.
or if they just read it.
But yeah, also because it literally quite says it in there. It's not real. But it's fine.
Like I was getting at earlier, this is a case of fake nerds. Everybody trying to be right, everybody trying to prove something, everybody trying to believe in a conspiracy theory, any conspiracy theory, anything to say something is rigged.
Mm-hmm.
And fake nerds because they don't do the actual research, they don't do the homework, they don't even read.
Nope.
Put up the fake script to the NBA Finals, or I guess the playoffs.
Yep.
All right. So at the top, it's the NBA logo on the left hand side. NBA Communications, big blue letters. It gives the address, yada yada yada. There's NBA 2022-2023 season final screenplay. Make it sound official, I guess.
Yeah. You know.
Make you let you know they're actually acting. Battle of the 18th final revision. Ooh, that's going to draw us in. Might not even keep reading from there, but honestly, at first, I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't read it.
No, because there would be no point to it because that would never happen.
I didn't stop scrolling, Marshall. I didn't care. I saw it and I said no because it's dumb. It's not even clickbait. It's just I'm bored. Let me just make up
it's on the same level of when recently Jimmy Kimmel was making a statement on his show and it cut off and it went straight to his buddy that's the host that's saying Jimmy Kimmel was fired. Guess what? He wasn't fired. It was just trolling. It's the same damn thing.
Jeez, this guy was extra bored at work, man. Like that's all I'm getting. That's where I'm guessing at.
But props to him. Like he broke the sports world. Like
accomplished. Kudos to him. Kudos to him.
Cheers, sir, for making it believable. You're almost on the same level as War of the Worlds when that was presented on radio for the first time.
But no, if you keep reading a little bit more, it says final air date, July 18th, 2023. First red flag, July 18th. My good sir, it is May. That Summer League will be playing by then.
Oh.
Like, that's July. Okay, maybe a typo. Who knows? But, I wouldn't keep reading. I'd just crumple it up and throw it in the trash like this guy did.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, it's crumpled up and looks like
again smart on that guy's part. He's like, look, I'm gonna make this look as real as I can.
Maybe if it was, I don't know, in the 90s, because are they going to send the actual script to the?
No, because it would be all digital.
In paper?
You're kidding me. Have you not seen any political scandal or anything like that? The paper trail is what kills you.
And then it says, for the game, Load Larry O'Brien Championship Trophy into Crypto.com Center, dressing room number 17 by 1420. That is military time for 220, just in case anybody doesn't know. Yeah, just random details just to kind of make it believable, I guess. And then it says conference finals, the Los Angeles Lakers to defeat the Denver Nuggets in game 6 on May 27th, 2023. Clearly, that did not happen.
Not at all.
Not even close.
I didn't even watch a bunch of the NBA this season, but I would know enough to be like that.
Not making fun of the Lakers or anything like that, but that's just.
I mean, we'll save that for later, especially with that auntie that was messing with her Laker fan family. But we'll get to that. That was a great video.
Then it goes on to say the Boston Celtics to defeat Miami Heat in Game 7. Let me go back. Nikola Jokic to score a 40-point triple-double in Game 3 when 520. Please refer to NBA referee document. I don't know what that is. But yeah, Boston Celtics to defeat Miami Heat in Game 7 on May 28th. That it doesn't look like that's going to happen. It does. Oh. I'm just saying, maybe Game 7. It still has not happened. It's still possible. But also, the Lakers did not win. They got swept again.
Yep. Oh God, that's great.
We've already debunked this script. 7 million people either reacted or shared this, Marshall. This is the problem with our society today. We don't fucking read anymore. We don't read, especially if it's on the internet, because if you see it, you're like, it must.
It's gotta be real.
Let's share this shit. Share the shit. Share it. Get this shit out of here, everybody.
I mean, it's truly impressive. It's very much one of those things where I forget the comedian that said it. Russell Howard. He's a British comedian, and I watched one of his specials on Netflix. Was it?
Is it Russell Brand or Howard?
Russell Howard. Russell Brand is the guy from Forgetting Sarah Marshall in those movies.
I just never heard of Russell Howard, and I know
I highly recommend. Very funny. Awesome. But in one of his stand-up bits, he's like, "What was the worst thing that our generation had to really go through? All we really had to do was develop a personality." He's like, "But these kids nowadays, they have to develop brands because there's no other way for them to truly survive in this fucking world." So it's that mindset of I gotta be able to crank out content that may or may not be accurate, but it's gonna get me the views that I need. Because being the bad guy, especially nowadays, it's not necessarily a bad thing. Because everybody's going to believe what you have to say, because the internet, like you said, is never wrong. But it's wrong probably 80% of the time.
Living in a real-life version, a real-life countrywide Shameless season. The show's Shameless.
That is a great, yeah.
No one has shame anymore. You can't shame anybody into, being nice. Fuck that. This being mean gets me way more views. Nice.
And then all I have to do is post an apology video. And then recently too, we're speaking of
doubling down gets you way more videos than apologizing.
Yeah. Well, then there's recently. There was, if we're going down this path for a little bit, there was a TikTok influencer or some social media influencer in the UK that tried to record herself purchasing the groceries of the person behind her. And that person was like, "No, I don't want you to buy my groceries. I don't need you to buy my groceries. And she's like, no, I want to do it. Like, I want to be a nice person. And he's like, no. And it cuts to her making a TikTok of her crying, saying how she felt like such a bad person for trying to do something good. And they're like, were you doing it to be a good person, or you're doing it to get this clout?
You're like, again, with the video, that's the thing. The video is the problem of the entire transaction. Maybe they didn't want to be bothered regardless and just felt like paying for their own shit. But maybe it was the camera. Maybe it's like,
Yeah,
will not be. You're not even. I don't believe you because your
yeah,
camera.
like what? Yeah, why is your fucking phone in my face?
Another what I heard about. I was listening to a podcast. I was listening to the Dan Lipsart show, and
Good
actually,
guy.
I don't even think it was that. I don't remember what I was listening to, but there was a a YouTuber who may be facing 20 years in jail.
It's unfortunate.
He crashed his own plane.
Yo, I remember you sending that video.
Yeah. Oh, I sent this video.
Or so, no. I had a friend send me the video in Instagram, and he was like, "Can you believe this idiot?" Yeah, he faked a plane crash, and like he intentionally crashed his plane to make more views for his videos. And they're like, first off, super illegal because you made a fake call. Secondly, your plane could have caused a significant amount of damage to the area it crashed in. Like, it's a laundry list of federal crimes this dude broke just because he wanted some views.
And then like that's another big issue is like how much did that plane cost? How much did the crash cost versus
Right.
views? Because I don't think you get a lot of views, enough views to crash a plane.
Right, because you had to do something that desperate. Like,
Man, I thought the Tide Pods were the worst.
right? Like, again, that would literally be like one of us staging a break-in while we were recording this.
Wild. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh man, that's so funny. Guys, just read and don't crash planes for clout, please.
Oh god.
That's the moral
Yeah.
to that segment right there.
That was a tangent from the NBA, but we wrote it.
Hey, that's what we do. But I mean, since we've been talking about the NBA, you want to go ahead and jump into this NBA segment?
Let's do it.
All right, guys. Let's go ahead and congratulate the great Carmelo Anthony.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes, sir. Most decorated basketball Olympian we have. Ninth greatest scorer, ninth best scorer, however you want to say it. So back the off, guys.
Dude, anyone that criticizes Carmelo Anthony knows nothing about basketball. Like,
What?
go sit down.
In the corner now.
Like, in the corner, in the basement, in the fucking bunker. Go sit down.
Right now. Yo. Because, like, that's another thing, like, sorry, I guess the theme of this episode right here might be, like,
There's some rich. There's some rich.
society. Be a little nicer, guys. Read a little bit more. Just be better as people in a whole, because this whole,
Right.
like, it's okay to critique people.
Right.
To critique people. Deservingly so. Carmelo Anthony forced his way out, forced his way to the Knicks. Knicks didn't have anything to build around because of that. Therefore, he only won 3 playoff games his entire career. That is a fair critique. But you don't say he's not. Like, I hear people saying, who is Carmelo Anthony? He's a nobody. Carmelo Anthony is trash. I heard that. That is wild. Carmelo
Right.
Anthony was a whole movement. Hoodie Mello, y'all remember that? he was that dude even before Hoodie Melo, Syracuse, Denver. Like,
He ran that conference for a minute. That Western Conference, man, it was hard to compete against Carmelo because he was such a young athlete that nobody had seen before. He came in with LeBron and D Wade, and that is a threesome that is hard to beat. And he kept going. Even when he admitted he had his mental health issues when he had that downward slump, but he played for the Portland Trail Blazers again and kind of had like that fire reignited. And it was good to see that type of effort from Melo again and his love for basketball to appear again. So if that's what you're basing your Melo on when he was going through his like mental health issues, again, you don't know what you're talking about.
nicer. Be nicer. Because like first of all, it wasn't like he was the error, you know, it wasn't AI that had all the white boys wear braids. It was Melo. Like, let's get it straight. It was Melo. He affected everyone, and he wasn't even the best out of LeBron was in that draft class,
Yep.
and LaMelo still stood out. Or I said LaMelo.
Yeah, Carmelo. That's who LaMelo was basically named after. Let's be real.
Like he's like a Jalen Rose. Like there wasn't any before him really. Like or not a Jalen Rose, just a Jalen. You know,
Yeah.
Jalen Rose was like the first of his kind, and then he wasn't. That's a great comparison because he wasn't even the best out of his class, but Jalen Rose stood out because he's Jalen Rose. He was cool with everybody.
Yep.
In all the videos, the music videos, and hanging out with all types of celebrities. He's just like these guys are just cool.
Right.
You don't have to put down people like for any reason, really.
Right. And also, let's please not forget he is a gold medal winning U.S. Olympian.
Olympian we have in basketball.
Like, those teams they went against weren't just a bunch of jabronis for the most part. He had to play against Pau Gasol's Spain team, which was also a 3-0 team while they were 3-0. And that was also while Kobe was like Kobe. So for Carmelo to be able to perform at that level with a Kobe Bryant at the level he was at.
Kobe went at it in the Western Conference Finals, man. I mean, yeah, Kobe got the best of him, but that's Kobe. It was Kobe. Like Melo outplayed him on multiple occasions. It's just, I don't know. I don't know how to make people see because they weren't there. But it's also weird because I wasn't around during all these other eras, and I pay homage,
right,
respects to all those guys.
And a lot of the people are it's a lot of people being like, well, he didn't win a finals championship. I'm like, yeah, a lot of great players don't.
Guys, Charles Barkley, one of the greatest players of all time. Like, come on, man. It's just circumstances and situations. Timing is everything. And like I said, Carmelo's greatest mistake, forcing his way out. He should have just, signed with the Knicks, not forced his way out. He probably would have been able to build. He would have, made some things shake. It didn't pan out that way, but man, that shot, Melo's 3-point shot, that thing was pretty. Nobody can tell me nothing. I remember my buddy Tone, he would get so mad when I used the Denver Nuggets. He'd be like, oh my God, these wild athletic Africans. Like everybody. Who else was on that thing? Marcus Camby.
Yep.
It was just
that whole team was.
It was a dunk show. Like it was amazing. Yeah, man. Yep. Carmelo Anthony, salute to you, my good sir.
Congratulations on a truly great career. Anyone that tries to tell you otherwise, or anyone that says otherwise, shut up. Just shut up.
He's with it. We saw the commercial. So.
Oh yeah.
You know,
Again, that's a big reflection of Melo. He's been a chill guy for such a long time. And again, he opened up about his mental health and still such a calm, collect, cool person. Like that's someone I want to sit down, have a beer with, and talk about the world with.
I have a beer, maybe have something else with them. No, one thing I wanted to say, another thing, like always got to choose a side. Why you guys got to pit people against each other?
Yeah.
Like him retiring on the same day the Nuggets won the Western Conference Finals, and everybody's
Yep.
like, Melo the clown because of that. I'm like, no, I thought
No.
it was awesome personally because I know he wanted to be in
Right.
bad and he's from there. I don't associate him with the Knicks. I associate him with Denver because that's where I enjoy watching him play. So like he's always been a Nugget in my mind. I had the jersey, I had the white and powder blue
Yep.
Nikes, I had the white and powder blue Filas. Yo,
They had a full South Pole line dedicated.
yeah, your boy was killing it, boy. But let's just go ahead and
But
get.
actually, quickly before we switch from this, I also saw that conversation. Do they retire 15 for the Nuggets and make Jokic change his number? Or do they retire 15 as both Jokic and Carmelo?
That's a very good question. I would hope they would. Um, I don't know if I would ask if I was Mello because he did force his way out.
Yeah,
So they would have a right to not.
right, 100%.
But
So true.
I mean, maybe Jokic says, "Let's do this," and then they do it.
Yeah,
He seems like the type of guy that would.
yeah. Jokic is a very calm and chill person.
Yeah, he seems like a super nice and chill dude.
Yep. So yeah, I think it'd be a cool. I think it'd be cool to have like both of them as a retired number. I don't. Who knows? Melo might even give him his blessing to be like. I mean, they could retire my number, but he could keep wearing it. Like whatever.
That'd be funny. I
Yeah.
mean, he might be one of the greatest players of all time.
But yeah, again, congratulations, Carmelo Anthony.
Yes, sir. We enjoyed it. Shoot, that was like basically went into high school. He
Yeah, that was a significant portion of our lives.
ninth grade. Oh,
Didn't just date ourselves at all. It's fine.
grade or eighth grade, one of the two. But on to the NBA. And
NBA.
guys, I didn't expect this, but we have a sweep. I know you guys already know, but the Lakers got swept.
I just can't stop thinking about that video.
Which one?
So there was a video shared by ESPN of
Wait, LeBron getting swept? Well,
yeah, so it was of this auntie that showed up at her other family member's house who are all Lakers fans except her. So they opened the door to her knocking. She did the LeBron baby powder celebration and then swept the board.
yeah, that was. Yeah, she called for that one. She called. She called.
That was one of those savage things. I was just like, yo,
And we know the auntie nobody likes.
God, she would have been my favorite at that point. That was too good.
Oh man. But yeah, man, I wasn't expecting it. I was expecting
No,
them
I don't
to
know.
win, but I wasn't
I
expecting.
was expecting like a 6-7 game series.
Yeah. But then I saw how D'Angelo Russell was playing. I was like, I don't know.
Uh-huh.
Anthony Davis didn't have it. He you know, I I don't want to get too much into Anthony Davis. I don't really want to talk about him that much, but I'm not sure he's a top 75. I am not sure, and there's nothing wrong with that. But
Yeah.
he's one of the greatest defensive players. Like he
Yeah,
will,
very true.
he's one of the greatest defensive players. But like, he's just not that guy that can go out and get you 40 when you need it, 35 when you need it. And he's very
Yeah.
liable to not score 20, 25 when you need 35. He might score 15. But he'll probably grab like 20 boards or something
Yeah.
and get like 4 blocks. But if if you don't have anybody else that's going to go get those points, then they're in trouble. Right? Or like as you can see, they were in trouble. LeBron,
Yep.
God, that last game was amazing, but whew,
The rest of the team couldn't. They couldn't keep up with the role playing positions they were brought in for,
well,
and that's the hardest part. Um, Not to say again, they did great during the season, but like they, I don't know what it was. They just all of a sudden fell apart right there at like game two is when I was like, yeah, this is not looking good.
and to the Lakers, they did not. I don't think they did. They played poorly. They tried, but they didn't have anyone to do anything. The only people that I don't think played their role was D'Lo and
Yeah, like right there. Yeah,
yeah, and Anthony Davis didn't play his expected role because I think they're severely mistaken in like thinking that AD's going to be that scorer. He's never been in his life, not
right.
in college.
Well, in most of the season he was street clothes.
He just has the ability to get you 40 points randomly. It's literally random.
Yep.
It's it ain't a James Harden who just fades away. It's a random 40-point game.
And actually, that I was listening to Cowherd, and he was literally saying he actually said the exact same thing, where he is like, "Look, Anthony Davis is one of the most inconsistent All Stars I've ever seen." He's like, a lot of this is on him. Like, yes, he had his great performances, but it wasn't something that was consistent enough to make the Lakers have a run that they should have had. Because again, LeBron being as old as he is, he can't throw himself into a series like he used to unless he knows it's going to be his last season.
Yeah.
And there were talks of what LeBron said, where he basically was like, I have to take this off season to truly consider what's good for this team and what's good for me in the mindset of basketball. And a lot of people are saying, like, oh, this is him talking about retiring. Oh my God, this is about to be the end of LeBron. And it very well could be.
Well,
But again,
he did say he was referring to retiring, thinking
yeah,
of retirement. But I mean, I wanted to say to the people that that's a surprise to, and to the people that's saying he's lying, I don't even know if you guys even care about LeBron or like even pay attention to him. It's year 20, man. Year
yeah.
15.
Then
Going to
truly,
20. He just
yep.
because he here's the thing, he has hit that limit. He's going off the cliff, but the cliff isn't him being a worse player.
No, not at all. He's still
Yeah, it's his tank getting smaller. Like he had 31 points in the half. He can get points whenever he wants.
he even said he's like, yeah, even in retirement, I'm still going to be better than 90% of the current NBA. He's just like,
I did.
at this point, yeah, he's like, at this point, he's won his championships. He's proven what he's need to proven, and he's very much proved he is probably the best NBA player that's gone through. Like, it's hard to truly beat what he's done,
Yeah.
especially for the teams he's done it for. Like leaving Cleveland, bringing the championship to Miami, and then bringing a championship to Cleveland, and then bringing a championship to the Lakers. Like, that's a very, very impressive career. Even if you are a Michael Jordan fanatic, you can't deny it, just a straight up fact.
Yeah, and I mean, since we're already right here, we might as well go ahead and talk about it. Like I said, the theme of this today's episode: be nicer, be kind, be fair. I mean, you have to be fair. You just don't got to be mean about things. You don't got to put people down to praise someone else. Why can't we like Michael Jordan and LeBron? Like, why can't
Right.
one person like both? I love them both. They're the reason why. Like, I still not. They're not the only reason why. Michael Jordan was the reason why I fell in love with basketball,
Yeah.
and LeBron. He's another one of those. He's a goat.
Mhm.
I'm a Michael Jordan guy, but I will listen to anyone's argument about LeBron because it's an opinion. It's not a fact.
Right.
These things are measured differently. They both have different accolades that
Right.
each other aren't touching. You know what I'm saying? So
They are the best generational players of their time. Like that's literally the best way to put it. Is Michael Jordan was the best of that time. LeBron is the best of this time. These two at their primes going against each other with whatever team we can assemble to go with them. I don't really know who would prosper the best. Because
me personally, I'm saying Jordan would because he's gonna figure out how to beat LeBron every time, even if LeBron's the better basketball player. That's just how
yeah,
I.
and
That's just how I.
because and also Michael knows that mental game. That is the biggest difference. Is LeBron will jaw, but Michael will break you.
Like the one thing I'm getting at is like I love these conversations are supposed to be fun.
That yeah, exactly. It's literally what this is right now.
The Jordan and LeBron debate now is now like don't when you go to dinner, you don't talk about politics, you don't talk about religion, you don't talk about Michael Jordan and LeBron. I see it. We go to my parents' house. We have the same conversations. Me, my dad, and my stepbrother, the same conversations all the time. And then we start talking about Jordan, LeBron, because me and my dad, Jordan, and my stepbrother, LeBron, they, them two specifically, sometimes they just don't like the other one so much. Like dad disrespects LeBron, and stepbrother disrespects Jordan. I'm like, what are you guys doing?
Like we could talk about anything else.
I see my wife, I see my stepbrother's wife, and I see my mom on the couch there.
Like, oh, Lord.
Best.
Yep.
Best. I'm like, God, apparently I'm
We
not.
have the same conversation every holiday.
Yeah, it's not. They live in town or the next town over, so we go there a lot. This happens. It's a monthly occasion thing. But yeah,
Yeah, they're both great players. Anyone that tries to say one's better than the other, I mean, yeah, like you can say that, but also just don't deny that the other is also amazing.
oh man, let's go ahead and
We'll
cut
take a break.
and then we'll
But
start it up so we can go ahead and finish off this last half of the playoffs.
yeah, because we haven't even talked about the Eastern Conference.
You there though.
See you soon.